Jeskai Copycat, what's going on everyone? Today we have a fun combo deck we get to hopefully win a bunch of games with. This deck involves getting down Saheeli Rai and Felidar Guardian to create unlimited amount of cats. That's why we call it Copycat. Bunch of hasty Felidar Guardians, and we can swing for lethal. So if you don't know the combo, once we have Saheeli Rai and Felidar in play, we down tick on Felidar, create a token, that blinks it, we blink Saheeli, and we just keep blinking back and forth until we have a huge board of Felidar Guardians to swing out with. In order to help us get to that combo, we have some control and prison elements that I think are pretty sweet. So for the prison aspect, we have 3 Blood Moon and 3 Chalice main. These decks can just hose certain decks just by themselves. Chalice hits Cascade, low to the ground decks like Murktide, Burn, and then Blood Moon just hits on decks that have either like big mana decks, multicolor decks, Archon, Titan, Tron, anything like that. Blood Moon's pretty sweet for that. For the controlling aspect, we have 3 Teferi, shuts off everything. If we can get Teferi in play and then go for a combo, it's just free. It's free. And then we have Ephemerate and then Solitude and Fury. So these 3, we can evoke one of these elementals, ephemerate it, comes back, ETB again, and then we get to keep it. So that's like a nice little interaction that we have. Kind of keep the board clean early while we're looking for our combo. Iteration, the best cantrip in the format. Definitely not gonna not play this card if we're in these colors. Our removal, we have 4 Prismatic Ending. We're not running any lightning bolts just because we're trying to limit the amount of 1-drops that we have because we're running the Chalice, which is another reason we're not running Ragavan. The flex spot for Chalice can also be a set of Ragavan, which you can take it or leave it. It's kind of preference for what you want to do. And last, we have Fable of the Mirror Breaker. This card helps us filter through our deck looking for the combo, helps us ramp with the early token, helps us color fixing if we're under Blood Moon. And then once it flips, we can start copying Solitude and Fury if it's not dead and just kind of pop off from there. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be dead. They're going to kill the token initially. They're going to kill the flip side. You most likely won't get to use it, but the threat of it is always a possibility. And then Nahiri just kind of acts like a third Felidar Guardian. If you're able to -8 it, you can go search it up. It's kind of like a weird one of in this deck. I don't know if it's worth it, but I'm sure you could replace this if you really wanted to with like a 4th something here. Maybe like or a 3rd Felidar itself. For the sideboard, we have Kataki's War Wage. This is for artifact decks. Dress Down for ETBs, Construct Tokens, Spreading Seas for big mana decks, Hers for graveyard decks. We still have that 1 Blood Moon we can bring in for the big mana decks. Mystical Dispute for control matchups, and then Supreme Verdict for those creature decks. And of course, we're running Kahira because we can. The only creature we have is a cat, so it's free. If it's free, you should always try to run a companion. So overall, that's the deck. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the gameplay. All right, match 1, we're on the draw here. We have 4 lands, kind of have some early interaction. This could be anything. I think we'll try this. We're up against Yorion, most likely 4 color. I'm only getting to 5. They play Misty Rainforest, Crackit, Nissa. Okay, get Foothills. Hopefully we can get a fast combo against this deck because they're not going to be doing much anyway. Get a Flooded Strand, and we'll pass. They play Foothills, crack Foothills, untapped Breeding Pool, 2 mana. Run in 6, okay. So this Prismatic Ending is going to kill Run in 6 for sure. We'll crack Flooded Strand here, and we'll go get a Rogern Triumph. Ephemerate, play Flooded Strand. So go Plains. Let's look at a Plains here, because this can get an island, and then this is both source, just in case we draw Blood Moon. So Prismatic Ending, Run in 6. That's why Prismatic Ending's so good. Then we'll pass the turn. They play Cavern. Oh, it's Elemental. Oh, well... Okay, so it's the elemental version, so at least we know they don't have counter spells. Another Prismatic Ending. Play this untapped, get Fable going. It's interesting they have 3 mana open. This could be like Endurance or something. We called it. Luckily, we don't really use our graveyard, so we're pretty good. They didn't target anything. They just wanted to get it out there. So we'll take 3 here. I'm not going to block. I'll probably play something else out to block our Shaman token. Got to figure out what we want to put back. We kind of want a little bit of everything. Abundant Growth, tapping out, white, black. Oh, just ending. Okay. And that's a little unfortunate for us. Let's start with that. Chalice doesn't do anything. Put Saheeli in our hand. Chalice on the bottom. Iteration exiled. Play Scalding Tarn. Well, I guess if we wanted to cast, we should have I guess we can't cast this anyway, no matter what we get. Kind of presumptuous then. Let's get blue here. We can ending Abundant Growth. I don't know if that's worth it. Let's attack. Maybe we'll play Saheeli. Play Saheeli. We will uptick bottom that. So we could have actually cast the iteration with that token as well. So if we attack with 3 mana, that might have been better also. At least we have Saheeli out. We would have only been able to get 1 card out of that iteration. It kind of looks like Omnath. So they will attack Saheeli down to 3. Tap 5 mana. Oh, Solitude. Okay. Solitude away our token. That's fine. We draw Felidar Guardian. We don't win. Actually, yeah, we do win, but we did not draw it. Let's scry another land. Put that to the bottom. We will play How to Fountain. We'll shock that in and pass. And then depending on what they do, we might just Solitude Endurance, block Solitude. We'll probably actually end up, so actually gonna evoke Solitude here. And then we'll Ephemerate, kill it in response. Okay, I guess we could have did that when they were tapped out. I didn't think they had bolts, to be honest. Could have also Ottawara the Solitude. They have 1 card in hand. And then I guess if we would have thought through that play more, we would have put Kihira into hand and just had that. That was kind of like a waste of mana here. So they put Yorion into hand. Yeah, we're kind of playing this a little loose here. There's Fury. Red. Cast Fury. Kill Solitude. We'll hold Ottawara in our hand. So we know they have Yorion in hand. And then 2 mystery cards. Land, go. So they didn't play Yorion. There's Ephemerate. I guess we'll attack, see what happens. Gonna like flash in Endurance? Oh, Ice Fang. Okay, that's fine. We first strike that, so we don't care. We'll put Kihira into hand, and we'll pass. So they have Yorion mystery card in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The most likely play out Yorion here, flicker these 2. Yeah, here we go. Draw 2 pretty much. Oh, Solitude. Okay. We'll flicker Fury here, killing Solitude. I don't know why they don't just play out Yorion, like what they're waiting for. So now we get to play Kihira and attack for 8. No targets. Big draw step. So we can double spell here with Kihira and Fable, or we can just Kihira here, end of turn, bounce Yorion. Most likely going to do that. I think that's like the safest. This still costs 3 though, but we're going to swing for a bunch. And it has Vigilance. Because if they just Yorion pass, they lose. Yeah, we'll pass here. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They pretty much have to tap out. They'll probably hit a land with a draw step. Is this Yorion? Alright, they're top decking well also. They kill our Fury. Good draw for them. Okay, we draw Hollow Fountain for turn. Not really what we want to see. So I'll play Fable. Trying to think if we want to... Could shock this in and Fury. Probably going to shock this in. Because if they play Yorion and target this, we're just screwed. Alright, well, pretty screwed either way. So this is going to go back to their hand. They get to recast it and kill all our stuff. Don't know how we're getting out of this one. Take like 1 draw step. I mean, we'll put this back and see. Teferi? Teferi doesn't do it. And we can just like prolong Flooded Strand. I guess we'll try again. Take 1 more turn. So they can play out Fury again, kill Teferi. I mean, or they can just play out Yorion. They don't have to play out Fury right now. Risen Reef. Their own Teferi. Bounce Fable? Or bounce Nissa maybe? Just uptick. Okay. Another land. We just like flooded way too hard here. Yeah, we're just gonna concede. Just drew way too many lands. Just not enough action. Okay, so we're against like 4 color elemental. So I think... So we'll take out these chalices. Bring in Supremes. An extra Blood Moon. Dress Down could be interesting here. I like the Dress Downs. It'll turn off all their like ETBs. It will keep like Solitude and Fury around, but at least they won't kill stuff. And then maybe 2 endings. All right, yes, we'd like to be on the play. Reveal Kihira. All right, this hand's good. We have 3 lands, we have Iteration. Again, this is gonna get a Rogran Triome. We'll yield to the end. I feel like this is like a hard matchup for us though. They just kind of like do what we do, but better. They kind of go bigger. All right, there's Ephemerate. Play Scalding Tarn again and pass. Expressive ends up being kind of like a 3 mana spell. Guess we'll go get a Stevens. At least we know Fable's going to resolve. We'll play Fable and then we'll pass. They get Teferi bounce something. They have it. At least they don't have Ren on turn 2. They get Stomping Ground untapped. Just bolt. Okay. Only 2 lands. That's good for us. We drew another land. Do we want to discard? Like we don't need another Fable. Is that what we're going to be doing next? We can Iteration. I think like Teferi. Don't really need Teferi. Kind of like all these other ones. We'll just ditch Teferi for Kiki or for Saheeli. We already have Saheeli, so let's run her out. Get our mana's worth. We could Expressive here, but then we're kind of stuck with an awkward amount of mana. Do we want another one? Are they gonna like kill this? Probably. But if they kill this, they're not killing this. I don't know, it's close. All right, they drew a 3rd land. Probably untapped here. No, just tapped. We'd love a Blood Moon. All right, so they are gonna evoke Saheeli. for Saheeli. Are they gonna ephemerate it, keep it around? That is fine with us. It will kill this if we let it live or if we don't deal with it. So we might have to just Fury this away. Ephemerate. Let's start with Expressive here. Look for a land drop. There's another Fury. Put Fury to hand. Dot on the bottom. We'll play Island here. We can Fury their Fury. I'd love to just hard cast Fury. I guess we don't really care. Let's get really care about this. We could Fury their Fury, then have Reflection up to like have constant Furies. But if they want to waste their turn, well, I guess they're gonna get to eat this actually. All right, maybe I didn't think that one through. Not taking advantage of our Fury Ephemeris here. Abundant Growth on a Plains, and they did find another land. Yeah, we definitely should have Fury Ephemerated there. Okay, well, we'll get rewarded here. Draw a step. We like all our cards, so we're just gonna keep them. Play Fury, either board. I guess one board wipe deserves another. Play this land and pass. So if they try to do anything with Fury, we'll probably ephemerate it, especially if they hard or try to like evoke an elemental. This is Omnath. No, just another Risen Reef. They do have this 1 mana open for maybe ephemerate. Looking for lands. They're not hitting their land drops. I guess this will just get a Hallowed Fountain. We could be getting like a basic just in case we draw a Blood Moon. So we get this. We will attack first. Probably Expressive into Fury maybe. Guess we'll ephemerate. Oh, they're gonna evoke Solitude. Interesting. Which will trigger Risen Reef. Doesn't get them a land. They do get to eat the Fury, but they lose. What they pitch? They pitch an Omnath. Okay, I think that's a good exchange for us. Guess we just eat their Fury. I mean, eat their Risen Reef, because now we'll have Reflection open when we pass, when it comes back to our turn. So they still have a turn to, like, wipe us out here. Oath of Nissa, revealing Ice Fang. Abundant Growth. They're drawing a lot of cards here. Now they have Ice Fang mana up. Drew a land for turn. 3 mana, Ice Fang. Draw 3 cards in hand, 1 mana open. Could be Ephemerate. Just evoking Fury. God damn. Alright, they kill our Fury. We're left with just a Reflection here. Hopefully we can hit something good here. Ooh. Alright, let's start with Expressive. Blood Moon, not doing too much. Go hand, bottom. Play a Nahiri out. We'll discard a Blood Moon, because they have all their basics. Blood Moon's not doing anything. And we're also flooding for the second time this game. We can't even put Kier into our hand. 1, 2. If they put Yorion to hand and then pass, next turn they can draw 4 cards. So again, this deck is just like a better version of this deck for the most part. They don't attack. We'll fetch. Get a Steam Vents tapped. Solitude. We'll loot first. Probably loot away this land for another Solitude. So we could flash this in and then copy it. 1, 2, 3. We'll put Kier into hand, which I guess will give away our plan, but it's fine. They know by putting that into our hand and not so annoying. They just have all the timely, it costs 1. I'm terrible. Okay. So I don't know why I thought that was free. It really costs 1. So now they get to Yorion, draw 3. Yep. Too bad this can't get an Emrakul. Maybe we can draw the combo. They get to draw 3 cards here. 1, 2, 3. They reveal Ren and 6. Blood Moon. Yeah, so if we drew any part of the combo, Nahiri would have... Well, if we drew Saheeli, then we'd be able to get plus discarding Blood Moon. Head of Plains. Be disappointed. Exile Yorion. Play out Cat. And then be empty-handed. As they've drawn 4, well, attack for 4 here. Our board's not nothing, but they can just wipe it away if they have Solitude Ephemerate or just Fury Ephemerate, just something. So we are F6'd. Eladamri's Call for Fury. Yep. So that tells me they definitely have Fury Ephemerate. Damn. And that wipes our entire board. We can still draw the combo, because Nahiri will go to 8. They play a Windswept Heath and pass. Supreme. It's a good one. Not really what we need right now, though. So we'll plus on Nahiri and just pass. They probably won't rebound this and just attack Nahiri directly. I guess they are going to rebound it. Okay. Just deal 4 to that instead of just dealing 6. Damn. Well, there's the combo. It's plus Saheeli. Or play Saheeli and plus Saheeli. What do they have here? Subtlety. Interesting. Wait. What the fuck? Oh no, I was hitting 2. Oh, that's so annoying. No, I thought I was hitting 1. 2 skips your turn. Oh, that's frustrating. Obviously, we were going to Supreme here. God, that's annoying. Maybe they'll overextend. Okay. Hopefully they flood out now. That's really sad. All right, let's just wipe the board first. Still get our Saheeli, though. We can scry. Lands to the bottom. They only have 1 card in hand. Don't know what it could be. Play a land, tapped. Pass. I guess it's like an Ephemerate or something because they're not doing anything else with it. We'll scry. We'll keep this on top. Play Castle Vantress. We'll keep it on top because we kind of just want to control the board a little bit. This is good for scrying when we have nothing else to do with our mana. But it's on 3 minutes. 2 cards in hand. We'll draw this. 2 mana. Destroy. No. We don't want to lose our Supreme. We want to scry first though. Fury. Keep Fury on the top. Endurance. Flash that in. Target themselves. Crack Misty. They're down to 10. Crack Foothills. Go down to 9. They're just like thinning their deck so they don't draw any lands. They will hit Saheeli here. I'm going to draw Fury for the turn. Dress down. I don't think we want Dress down. Play out Fury. Kill their thing. So they're down to 2 minutes on clock. They play out their own Teferi. Probably bounce Fury? Or bounce one of their own things looking for... Yeah, we don't really care about Teferi. Eladamri's Call. That's a good one. Their own Fury. They're going to kill Saheeli or our Fury? One card in hand. Dress down. Can we put that to the bottom? Was that 2 dress downs in a row? Land to the bottom. I guess we got to do this now because we can't flash it in with Teferi out. Blood Moon. Not really what we want to see. Does that affect any of their stuff? No. So we could Supreme to keep Teferi... to keep Fury... Take Fury off the board and keep Saheeli alive. I think it's going to come down to clock, though, to be honest. Are they going to spend their time killing Saheeli? They're not. Tapping mana. 3 mana looks like a Risen Reef. Or just ending. Okay. Maybe they could draw something good here. We got the Felidar. Oh, that's 6. Play out the Felidar, and we'll pass. Plus the Fairy. They attack. We'll block here. Do they have any there? No. Land. We don't care about land. I guess we'll play it out. Definitely needs something. They're looking for stuff. They bounce. They sack their own Teferi. Draw a card with that. Now they get to draw a card with Oath. Pretty good. Solitude. They play another Teferi. Draw. Oh, they plus. Okay. Put us down to 11. And then they lose. What would we have drawn? So we would have Supremed there. No, okay. The game just like froze. We would have Supremed there. And then... Weird game. Do we deserve to win that? Probably not. But it happens. It's magic. Alright, match 2. We're on the play this time. Real Kahira. This hand is 5 lands and 2 5-drops. I think we can do better than that. Alright, this hand's better. Now it's 2 lands and 2 5-drops, but at least we have interaction here. We'll keep this. Put back Felidar. Play Triumph tapped and pass. We don't really want Felidar just because it like doesn't do anything without Saheeli. Of course we draw Saheeli here. We'll play... God. We'll play that and pass, I guess. So Confluence... This could be Dredge, which is kind of scary. Yeah, it's Dredge. They're going to Cathartic here, it looks like. I feel like this is a tough matchup. At least game 1. They didn't hit any... They have 2 prize amalgams, but nothing to get them back. No dredgers, lucky for us, but we need to hit a land for sure. Yes, land. I'll get an island here. Play Saheeli. We'll keep it on top. Now I really wish we kept that Felidar, because then we'd have the win, of course, but you never know. They get an Otherworldly Gaze at their upkeep, and then Dredge if they want, but then they'll be tapped out. Okay, they took a draw step. I guess they're looking for a land, is my guess. They found it. Thrilling Discovery. They discard that. They dredge Stinkweed Imp. They get some Narcomoebas. They have an Ox in the yard. Yeah, this matchup seems really tough for us because everything just keeps coming back. The only exile we have is Solitude. So we're going to need to like Solitude Ephemerate like a lot. They get 2 prize amalgams coming back. Never drawn a land for turn. There's Felidar. See if we can live this turn. Bounce 1 and then ending 1. And then hopefully this will go down to 2. So they're probably going to like Ox here, I would imagine. Their graveyard's like pretty stacked. So they can escape Ox and then just go crazy with Creeping Chills. We shall see. All right, they're going to move to combat. See if they go from me or they're all at Saheeli. All right, we're going to exile Prize Amalgam here. I wish we had an Ephemerate. That would be fantastic, but we don't. So Saheeli's going to drop to 3, which is still good enough to win with Felidar. In combat. Oh, they thought combat was over. Okay. Red-green conflag here. No, they're just going to Thrilling Discovery. Okay. Lucky for us. What'd they do? They dredge Stinkweed Imp, and then they dredge Life from the Loam. At 2 Creeping Chills and a Narcomoeba. They only have 13 cards left in the library, but this is... They let us untap. This is game here. We'll see if they scooped this. I'm surprised they... Maybe they didn't think they needed to do that. It doesn't really matter. I'll say thank you to them. Okay, so against Dredge, we don't want Chalice of the Void. We want Unlicensed Hearse. Blood Moon can kind of be annoying to them. We don't really have much in terms of graveyard hate. Supreme can buy us time, I guess. Teferi does nothing. This shuts down there on 2, but I don't think we really want to bring this in. This is more for Cascade. Like Dress Down? I don't know, maybe like a Dress Down. I think it's better than all these cards. Reveal our companion. I guess we'll try this, right? Hearse on 2 and Blood Moon on 3. And then ending can pitch to Solitude if we need. Put up Mulligan to 6. I kept 6. Gemstone pass. Another Blood Moon. We'll play this tapped and pass. This is going to get I guess this will get an island. This could get an island or a plains, but I think it's close. It's also tough too. The Blood Moons aren't like game over because they do have Cathartic, Ox, and everything else. This is Thrilling. think this would stop thrilling and all that. Like even this might be too slow. 1 Narc Amoeba, Creeping Chill, 2 Creeping Chills, 2 Narc Amoebas, which is going to get back 2 Prize Amalgams. Yeah, their hand's just already insane. That'll trigger that. Yeah, again, I think this matchup seems ridiculous. They get back all of this already. We'll see what we draw. We might just scoop. If we draw Ephemerate, I think we'll be fine. Taking 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we're dead. They hit really well there. All right, let's run it back. Yeah, you don't see Dredge too much anymore, but it's still powerful. All right, we'll be on the play. Kahira, 5 lands, and really nothing, so we'll mull. So we have Plains, Island, Mountain, Paris, Blood Moon, Iteration, Saheeli. But what do we pitch here? Blood Moon might be too slow again. Saheeli could help us out. Iteration can help find stuff. Maybe we pitch Saheeli. It feels bad. I'll play this tapped and pass. There's an argument to pitch Blood Moon because it's like too slow against them. But since we don't have Felidar, which we'll probably end up drawing in the next 2, it's kind of slow against Dredge anyway. I get City of Brass. So let's hope that Hearse, turn 2 Hearse is good enough. They're gonna gaze here. So we'll definitely eat any Dredgers, make them take a true draw step, but then they can also, all right, we're not gonna eat those. Let's stop on their upkeep, because if those aren't Dredgers, that's just like bait. Next time we're gonna slam Blood Moon though. And see, this is why Blood Moon's not good, like we said, because now they have Cathartic. Turn off auto yields. We'll eat their 2 Dredgers that they just put into the yard. Now they just have to draw 3. So that's card neutrality, card neutral. They discard 2 plus Cathartic, draw 3. I guess we still slam Blood Moon, right? Because if they don't have, if they have something else besides Cathartic, like if they have, what's it called? Thrilling Discovery. They can't gaze now. So expressive. We'll put Fable to hand, bargain bottom. This, play this out, and pass. Pendant's very nice. So they have 3 red mountains here. Still nothing. And we get to Fable this turn. Start digging through our deck. Eventually we can put Kahira to hand. And so I guess Blood Moon is doing work here. They're not doing anything. Pitch a chill. Yes. Or ditch these endings. Okay, well, opponent conceded. I went to go do something real quick, and when I came back, they had conceded. So good for us. We got there. All right, reveal Kahira. We're on the draw against another Kahira. We're assuming this is blue-white because there's no way that they're playing the same deck we are. Maybe this will psych them out. Oh no! That's funny. Somebody recognized us. All right. So we're going to mull. This is no lands. This is 1 land. 1 land with Chalice that doesn't do anything. It's like amazing otherwise. I think we'll keep. We'll pitch Chalice. Steam Vents tapped. What could this be? Okay, I'm glad we drew a land. Jesus. Well, this will go get Rogren. I'm kind of sad that we pitched. This is Jeskai control. I wasn't sure if this threw me off. I want to play Vista here and pass. 3 lands. We're not going to get rid of this one. We just want to get Rogren here. We'll make them counter Blood Moon first, because we don't really care too much if they counter this. It's kind of like bait, but they kind of have to. No lands. Okay, that's good for us. They're going to ice. Oh, no, they iced our red source. Oh, no, what a time walk. Okay. We're both stuck on 3 lands. They hit their 4th. Oh, that feels bad. Let's iteration here. See if this eats a counter. I wouldn't be surprised because they're like, oh, he didn't hit the 4th land. Another charm. No, not like this. Definitely need to be hitting our land drops. They aren't either. Is this another ice on? Oh, yeah, it happens. Nice. Okay. I'm going to jam to fairy here. If they have a counter spell. No, they didn't. We'll down tick. So we'll down tick because they've already used 2 fires. And because if they have prismatic ending, they're going to want to use it on this. And we want to get our cards worth out of it. They did nothing. Okay. So they're holding up castle. Looks like another Teferi. Better land here. Let's get Saheeli going. It's just like another annoying thing for them to deal with. Solitude. Don't think we want Solitude right now. And we'll pass. So they're going to scry with castle here. Oh, cycle Shark Typhoon. Okay, well, I'm glad we have ending. I wasn't even thinking about the ending. I mean, thinking about Shark Typhoon. So this is like Watu's, whatever. So we'll ending this. Maybe we should have kept Solitude. Ending Teferi. Yep, see? Crack Flooded Strand here. We'll go get red. I guess we'll get a Steam Vents tapped and pass. We will try with Saheeli. Plains to the bottom. Play our land out. Let's see if we can get another Teferi going. We might have counterspell now. I guess, playing out our land. I think we still do this. We shouldn't have played out our land though. We didn't draw land anyway. Hand, bottom, that. Let's, God, is it worth it to Ephemerate Fury right now? Fury, Ephemerate, because like, how do they deal with that? But then like Saheeli, no, I don't think it's worth it. Just want to get something else that they want to counter before we slam Blood Moon. They have the basics, but it shuts off all this. Chalice on 1, okay, that's totally fine. So they're holding up 4 mana. They didn't put Kahir to hand. I guess we'll just make them counter a Blood Moon. Okay, they put Kahir to hand. If we can draw a, what's it called? I guess we'll just slam Blood Moon here. They have the basics. They don't have 3 blue though. We also have Prismatic Ending for this if we need it. Oh wait, let's put Kahir to hand. I'm not doing anything else. We don't play companions much, so we never really remember. We yield, they pass. All right, there's Ephemerate. Put that to the bottom. Play out Kahira and pass. Could also play out Fury and then Kahir, and then it swings for an 8/8. There's Hall. Search your library for up to 3 artifact cards with different names, put them to the battlefield, then shuffle. Unfortunately, that doesn't do anything for us. Let's keep scrying. Chalice to the bottom. Now they need double white for Supreme. I'll just cast Fury here and pass. So they do need double white here. Okay, they do have Evoke. And I guess if we would have Prismatic Ending that, we could Ephemerate that. Kind of unfortunate. Let's keep scrying. All right, we'll keep that on top, I guess. Combat. I don't think this is hitting. I guess this could hit some. Is this going to be hitting anything else? It might. I guess if we're going to be playing Solitude out, that's a good one. I wish we had that for a while ago. We'll attack here. We'll Prismatic Ending this. Paying 2. Right? Is that? Well, ending that. No, we'll pass. And then end of turn, we'll Solitude. Tapping 2 mana, 3 mana. Ending on that. Ending on Blood Moon. It's going to turn on. I don't think we can stop that. The only way we could stop that is like Otawara, but we're not going to. Let's end up bouncing it ourselves. All right, so they Prismatic Ending that. Now they have access to 6 mana. Tapping a bunch. Chalice on 1 again. That's fine. We don't really care about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tapping for that. Okay. So now it looks like they have double blue up. I guess we'll just Otawara that. They can't counter it and then they lose. Okay, nice. Control matchups, man. All right, so against blue-white control, against Jeskai control, I feel like I wasn't talking a lot. That one, so focused. Against blue-white control, we want to get rid of the chalices. We'll bring in the extra Blood Moon because I feel like even though they have basics, it still bothers them. We have 2 dress downs. We really don't have too much for blue-white. Hearses don't do too much. Dress downs, Spreading Seas, Katakis, or Kataki. I think we just have to like work with our main deck here. Try it like that. Reveal Kahira. Oh, this is a spicy hand. It's so red. We're gonna mull though. This hand's a lot better. 1 land, 2 land, 3 land. We'll pitch a Fury. They play an Island Pass. All right, we have the combo in hand. That's pretty sweet. Play this tapped. They play Ardenvale tapped. Gotta play our land first. Play Prismatic Vista, and we'll pass. We don't mind waiting to cast these iterations. Let's go get a Plains. We'll just use our mana here. We did play a land that had to get a Plains. We could have expressed into Plains and not forced it. Okay. Gets a count out of their hand. We don't really care about resolving that. To Fairy. Oh no, we don't have a blue up for that. We do have Fury, pitch Fury. Let's see. 1 to hand, 1 to bottom, 1 out. Do we want to kill this? Do we really want to Fury that? I think we do. Fortunately, we don't have any Ephemerate. We'll just hold up Dispute. We have to do that because if they slam Big Teferi here, we're kind of SOL. Okay, well, definitely going to dispute that. And that's why we killed. Okay, so we'll play out Saheeli and they don't kill it. Bottom, play this land and pass. Most likely they're going to ending this though. And then we're kind of like our hand is kind of garbage. They didn't. Definitely want that. So we could jam. There's no way they don't have a count. I really don't want to jam that. We'll just put Cat into hand and pass. Because they can't flash in Deluge. Okay. That's actually really good for them. Maybe we should have jammed since we didn't think about Deluge. But I know they only run like 1 or 2 of these. But they probably have Counter and Deluge. But now they definitely have something. We are drawing Fable, which is pretty good. They shock in Steam Vents. What is this? Oh, yeah, ending. Yep. That's what we figured. So now they're holding up just straight up Counterspell. We'll play Kahira out. See if they want to. Okay, they don't want to counterspell that. They might have like Solitude that they want to hit with that. I don't really want to run Fable into counterspell, which they most likely have, but we'll probably end up having to do that next. All right, we'll attack with. See if they want to counter this. They have to. Prismatic Ending looking pretty dead in our hand. We don't really have anything better to side in. They just fire our stuff. We'll yield till end step and then just get another fetch to Fairy. All right, definitely gonna ending that. They down tick. Just get some basics. See if they want to counter these. Let's just play this out. Subtlety. Okay. Yeah, we don't really want that in hand. Subtlety is an interesting one to have. We're pretty behind. Yeah, there's Big Teferi. We'll take like a draw step, but I don't think we're getting out of this one. We don't want to waste clock. 3. Okay, here to hand. Untap 2 lands. Nah. Okay. All right, 1 to 1. Yeah, there's really nothing we can bring in. Like, Seas would just hit like man lands, which I don't really care about. Supreme doesn't hit anything. This doesn't hit anything. These are like threats, but they're just going to kill our threats, so we can't even crew. I think we just got to run it back. Yes, we'd like to be on the play. Maybe we'll keep a good 7. It's weird. Going to 6 just felt bad also. God, this hand is pretty trash. It has Teferi, and then it has these 2 1-drops that do absolutely nothing. We are making our land drops, but that's not doing anything else. We'll maul once into a 1-lander. I think we have to keep... I'm going to keep 1. I don't care. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. Against control, we have some time. And going to 5, we're just going to be way too far gone. We're just not even going to crack this. We'll play a tapped. I kind of want an iteration for another land. Hopefully they play a tap land and don't counter my spell. But if they do, they do. Could have got a basic with that too because we have Blood Moon. We can always find more. They have a counter. I guess they should counter this. God. No, we don't want to pay. God damn it. These are the times where you want to hit a land and then they counter it and then you just play the land anyway. God damn. Usually we wouldn't care that they're countering these because we're making our land drops. But because we're not doing either, we're just getting screwed. Yeah, we're just too far behind now. Good curve for them. Punishing our greedy keep. Unfortunate. It's definitely a greedy keep. There's no doubt about that. Oh man. Unfortunate. We could play this out, but it's like, we're not hitting anything. Okay, match 4 on the play. Reveal Kahira. 6 lands and a Felidar Guardian. We'll maul. Much better. 2 lands. We'll keep this. It always feels weird starting with Chalice, because Chalice can be like insane, or it can just be like nothing. I think we'll pitch Solitude. I'm gonna bank on Chalice being amazing. We'll play Scalding Tarn and pass. Misty Rainforest. Come on, be amazing. No. Definitely not what we want to see. Expressive. I mean, I guess we'll put this on 1. We'll get Sacred Foundry, all our colors. This could always go on 0 also for Bauble. They hit Saheeli. God, they can cast Saheeli. It's so obnoxious. All right, let's play out Teferi here. Bounce Monkey and pass. So they can't play Monkey back anymore. They do have a Saheeli, which is absurd. This is like one of the few hits they could have gotten. I mean, I guess they could hit anything because we're basically the same colors. But it's just so frustrating here. They scry with Saheeli, shotgun Steam Vents. They don't realize that dash doesn't work, even though they're paying 2 mana, not 1. We'll get Fable going, I think. Tick here. I think I want to get this going because I want to pressure Saheeli, and then they don't have anything to kill this, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully they're just stuck on all 1-landers, or 1 CMC. Unholy Heat. So they're trying to fill their yard here. Yes, yes. Okay. Well, that's good for us. It's the combo. Text Saheeli down. Because we'll have the combo next turn. Can they do anything if for Saheeli? I don't think so. Put that on the bottom. Yeah, I think if we just get Felidar Guardian. Okay, nice. Wow, Chalice on 1. Say that's why sometimes you keep it and hope you get there. So against Murktide, we're going to board out Blood Moons just because they run Blood Moon also. We'll bring in Disputes, Unlicensed Hearse. Supreme could be like solid because they're going to have like Murktides and stuff that we can't really deal with. We can like Solitude them. I don't know if Supreme is like overkill. It might be, honestly. Everything else is like really good. Prismatic Ending, Ephemerates, Fable's really annoying to deal with. Nahiri might be like too expensive. It's kind of like a weird card. I think this is pretty solid, so we'll try this. All right, we'll keep this. We have 3 lands. We have Chalice again. There's Bauble. Maybe we can get a Chalice on 1 through Counterspell. That'd be pretty neat. Draw Hallowed Fountain. They just played Polluted Delta and passed. Guess we'll play this tapped. This is gonna get an island. We'll do that next turn just in case they have like Blood Moon or something weird. So they have Steam Vents tapped. We'll go get an island here. Okay, well, that's not an island, but I don't think they're going to be bringing in Blood Moon against us. They might have like a Braid, like a 2-mana counterspell, or 2-mana. Okay, this will go get an island. We'll play Fable here. 3 Steam Vents tapped. They can't kill this. 4-mana Jace. Okay, they can bounce this. They're just going to Brainstorm. Fair. Teferi. Yes. Discard these 2. Well, attack Jace. We could play Teferi and plus. I think we do that. I think we play Teferi, play that tapped, and we'll plus here. Because if they play like a Murktide or something, or like a Ledger Shredder, especially because they're brainstorming, or yeah, surprised they didn't bounce this. And so like desperate for something here. They play land, an island, Expressive Iteration. They played a land and then played Expressive Iteration. Kind of sketch. Archmage's Charm. Gain control. Okay. Means we can't kill Jace this turn. Yeah, we don't have 4 mana for that. We can Fable again. We can Iteration. Let's Iteration. Hand, bottom. Play this out. Any Steam Vents untapped. Play out Saheeli. Blue, red. Play out Saheeli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it on the bottom. And we'll pass. So they can, if they want, they can cast in their Jace to bounce Kiki, but I don't think they're gonna do that now. So if they pass, we win here. Because they can't. They have to interrupt this Teferi somehow. I don't know what they have to kill Teferi that's not 1 mana. Okay, Murktide. They're gonna play 2 Murktides? Yeah, 2 Murktides. You got it. I mean, it doesn't really... I guess we'll do this. Play Felidar. Blink Saheeli, and they conceded. Sick. Beat Murktide. Love it, love it, love it. Dude, Chalice just won both games there. All right, last match. We're on the draw. This hand doesn't really do much. As all our lands and like this. Opponent kept 7. I think we have them all. This doesn't really do anything. All right, this hand's a lot better. So what do we put back is the question. Chalice can just kill decks. Blood Moon can just kill decks. I kind of just want to put back Fable. I'm going to be greedy and put back Fable just because we don't know what we're up against. Both of these cards can just hose decks. And then Island. Well, looks like Blood Moon is not good anymore. That stinks. We're against what I'm assuming is mono blue. No, it's Murktide. Maybe we can slip a Chalice in there. We're gonna have to get a guess a mountain. See if they counter this. No, yeah. Damn. All right, so Chalice is good against another Murktide deck. Blood Moon, not so good. Got a mountain too because now we can iteration. At least they're using the Chalice against, or the counter against our Chalice and not iteration. We'd love to get another Chalice if we could. Steam Vents, probably tap, untapped. Monkey? Yeah. All right, so we definitely want to hit a white. All right, we definitely want to hit a white land here. All right, hand, bottom, play that, ending monkey. I guess they must have just drawn that because they would have played that a while ago. Iteration. I'm most tempted to Blood Moon. If we get a white source here, we might just Blood Moon next turn actually. Because if they're just stuck on one island, they can't counterspell. Channeler. They bubble us. So we're definitely gonna Blood Moon here. Oh, to Fairy. It's a good one too. Let's go get a Plains. Let's do this. Oh, Blood Moon. This turns off Counterspell, Murktide, as long as they don't get another blue source. They have iteration. I mean, they have a lot of dig to get to it, so it's not like insane. We'd like another land so we could just Fury this away, hardcast. We don't really want to have to pitch. I get a Ragavan. If they play Ragavan and we don't draw a land, we'll definitely Fury both of them away. All right, so they do have Delirium now. They get to swing for 3. Okay. Yeah, we really want to draw land here. Come on, land. Oh, you know what? We should have pitched... shoot. We should have pitched Blood Moon. That's a mistake. All right, well, that stinks. Still play up to Fairy. We'll down tick. They can just like bolt it or unholy heat it. Okay. It's so frustrating. Yeah, we'd love to have another Fury in hand. Ledger Shredder. Yeah, sadness. And there's our other... Yeah, if we got that one land, we'd have Fury, and then we'd have another Fury, and we'd wipe the thing. Like, it would be a totally different game. So now we have to just hope we can loot into something. I guess no blocks. They hit a land. They hit Scalding Tarn. I guess now they have double blue open too. Unholy Heat. Yep. No, it's all falling apart. We crushed the first blue-white opponent, and now they... It's the difference between having Chalice on one and not having Chalice. Yes. Do we keep Solitude? We can't like hard cast it, so I guess we'll Expressive here. Hand, bottom, ending. Guess we'll ending this. They probably have, if they counterspell this, we just lose. Play Chalice on one. They consider. We have like one turn to draw something. I have all these 1-drops in hand. Bolt. Okay, damn. Man, that was just like one turn's difference. That was the change. All right, so we'll board how we boarded up before. So we take out the 3 Blood Moon, which ended up working out well, but it won't do it in post board. So I'll bring in 2 Hearse, 2 Dispute. We'll take out Nahiri again and try that. Yes, we'd like to be on the play. Maybe we can get like an early Chalice down or something. No lands. We'll mull. Okay, we'll keep this. We have Chalice. We have all this stuff. We'll put back Saheeli. Play out Flooded Strand and pass. We can assume that they're not going to be bringing in any Blood Moon effects. We'll go at Ralgren here. Play out Chalice on 1 and hope it's good enough. Maybe they'll consider here. Spell Pierce. Oof. We got. They play Misty, crack Misty. Yeah, these games of... okay, we're going to ending that. Red, blue... Oh, wait. Blue, ending, and then we'll pass. This will still go get probably an island. Well, we have blue. I guess this can get a blue, red. We'll Expressive here. If they want to counter it, they can. Hand, bottom, play this out. I guess we'll pass. No plays would be awesome, but I guess all right, they're going to bolt us. Ragavan. Dashed Ragavan. What do they hit? They hit a Fable. Can they cast it? They do not. All right, we're going to iteration again, and then probably play our own Fable here. 3 lands. And... well, we need red. That's a mistake. Now I have to shock that in like an idiot. I was thinking I could just get a basic. We're at 9 life. Should be at 11. All right, there's Unholy Heat. So I guess the only way we can beat this is if we get Chalice on 1. There's nothing we can do about all this removal and card advantage. We're just like way too slow. They play iteration, get Otawara, play Otawara. They still don't have Delirium. Another Dash Monkey. Dash hits, they reveal Solitude. I feel like we'd take a Solitude. We'd like that. Unlicensed Hearse. A little late. We'll put back these 2 lands. There's really not much we can do. we'll play Hearse out. We'll eat. They have land, instant sorcery. I guess we don't have, 1, 2, 3. I mean, doesn't matter what we eat right now. They can just Murktide. They have 2. I guess we'll eat their sorceries now. I don't think it really matters. And then we'll ending their channeler, so it stops their looting. Do they have counterspell? It might, but we're just gonna hold up out of war. We're gonna treat it like a bounce spell, just in case they spend their whole turn Murktiding. We would have liked Unlicensed Hearse a lot sooner. Dash Monkey again. Hopefully hitting lands. Fury. Ugh. They can cast Fury. See if they waste all their tokens doing it. Narset. Interesting. Counterspell. Okay, we get Kiki. We get a land. I guess we'll just eat 2 of their spells now. Let's play Felidar. See if they want to counter it. Play this tapped and pass. And I guess because we don't have anything to copy with, we'll probably just trade with a monkey. Narset activates. Bubble. Probably bubble us. Bounce. I'm gonna ephemerate. See what they do about that. Okay. So that's exiled. Or, well, graveyard. And we get a 2/2. They play bauble. Probably target us. They target us. I'm waiting for the Dash Monkey. I guess we trade. I don't know. They could have a bolt in hand, but they've used it before. They would have killed. They would have bolted it. They wouldn't have bounced it. I guess we trade. It would get us a token, but it's really not doing anything else, I guess. The only other thing it would do is crew or hearse. All right, we're not going to rebound ephemerate here. We're going to discard these 2 lands. Oh, no. Ah, Narset. Narset. Oh, God. We got. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's sad. I actually haven't played against a Narset in forever, so I feel like I'm absolved from that. Oh, my God. I can't believe I did that. Just discarded 2 lands. Like an idiot. I'll scry. That's so funny. Saheeli. Does that do anything? I don't think so. All right, we have another Fable. Can't believe I did that. So stupid. Play another Fable out. I should be activating Hearse too. I think I've been zoning out and not doing that. I don't know what they have in hand. They have to have removal or something if they're not doing stuff. I don't know. They shock that in. What do they have here? Oh, just Archmage Charm? Okay. And Unholy Heat. All right, so they're just sitting on everything, and I guess we'll take a draw step. Something we can do. They swing in with that, make a token. We can't even loot because of Narset. Oh, God. Okay. 3-2. Womp womp. Okay, so Jeskai Copycat. What do we think about the deck? I thought it was a fun deck to play. I don't know how competitive it is. There's a lot of like do nothing. When it does pop off, it's pretty sweet if you get the actual cat combo or just the ephemerate Solitude Fury value. We didn't get to really do too much of the ephemerate kind of blink or elemental fun stuff during the league, but it's definitely something you can do. Fable was pretty powerful in this shell. I like the prison aspects of Chalice and Blood Moon. In some games, it just won us the game. Like you guys saw, Chalice against Murktide just won it by itself, but if we didn't have it, we had no chance, it felt like. I think Nahiri's okay. It might be too cute, even just like as a one-of. If we're able to ultimate it, we can go find Felidar because it acts like kind of like a third Felidar eventually. We kind of boarded it out and didn't really get to use it too much. I don't know about this. I'm sure it's fine. I did enjoy the removal with Prismatic Ending. But yeah, overall, it seemed like a pretty sweet deck. I would say try this one out for yourself, see what you think. If you kind of like the way it looked, if you kind of like what it's trying to do. I do enjoy the automatic like I win button with the actual Caveat combo. You'll see opponents concede just immediately, which is nice for us. Overall, give the deck a try. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.